Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're having Domino's. I'm having double decadence with chicken strips and wedges. So as soon as it arrives, I'll bring you guys back to today. I'm drinking. It is now 11:45. So being so late, I thought I wanted to have a drink that kind of symbolises the time, something nice and warm, like a warm Horlicks or something. But because I'm a Fruit Loop, I decided to have this. So yeah. Oh, why? I don't know. Because I'm stupid like that. Right. First things first. We've got Domino's coleslaw. We've got wedges and chicken strips. And we have the new spicy pepperoni pizza. So spicy sausage pizza with jalapenos. I got extra base sauce on it because I really wanted some extra base sauce. Oh, look at that. There it is. Extra tomato sauce on the base. I love it. It's definitely got a kick. You know what, this is really nice. I was worried. I was like, let me take the jalapenos off because I don't want them too hot. But no, this is lovely. It's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. So. One thing I did used to love doing is, you guys may not know this, the only reason I got the coleslaw is because I needed to get over the £40 threshold. Doesn't it sound a bit pricey? One large pizza, wedges and chicken strips with coleslaw was like £40. But yeah, I got 40% off when you spend £40 from Domino's. And one thing, let me move this to one side for a second. I want a bigger slice to do this with. Is I like to put coleslaw. I normally like to do it on leftover pizzas. Fresh, I don't think it needs anything. But leftover pizzas, I like to put coleslaw on there. It's really nice. Yeah, it's lovely. The one thing I hate about wedges is you'll get a big wedge like that, which is nice, and then you might get one wedge like that, and look at the size difference, and then you might get a really skinny one like that. So because they're not all the same size, some might be overdone, some might be underdone. So I went to my dermatologist appointment on Tuesday. I filmed Tuesday morning, and yeah, I got wet, as you know, from the video. It was raining Tuesday. I was like, okay, let me just get a taxi rather than get wet on my bike again, going to my appointment. So I get a taxi, get to the hospital, go to my appointment. And because I have moderate, I went to my appointment, and because I have moderate to severe psoriasis, they are referring me for UV light treatment. I don't know if any of you guys have had psoriasis. If you've had UV light treatment, what was that like? How long did it take to clear up? I've been told I'll get an appointment within 8 weeks, so anytime from December to January. That might affect which time I go to London, because if it's come to January and I haven't received my appointment yet, I can't go and travel for a week in case I receive a letter regarding my appointment. So, yeah. Now, I come out of the hospital at 3:10. I call up the cab company, because I didn't want to book it in advance, because I don't know how long I was going to be in a waiting room for, or what. So I called up the company at 3:10. I was like, oh, can I have a cab, please? And they're like, we don't have anything till about 4:30. I'm like, wow. I was like, wow, man, they must be busy. So I called up the next one, same thing. Nothing for over an hour. And I was like, huh? So I called 6 different cab companies. It wasn't until the 3rd cab company I called that they told me I was because of the school runs, and I was like, oh, I didn't even realise I forgot all about the school runs. I didn't know taxis was a thing for school runs myself, but apparently, yeah, it is. It's a really big thing. So yeah, I couldn't get a cab out to get a bus. Waited ages for the bus at the hospital. Got the first bus, it's fine. Literally, just as I was getting off the bus, my other bus that comes to my road was pulling away. I was like, oh, I had to wait ages for the next one. Finally, they arrived. It's crazy how expensive it is. You know, because for me to get a cab, it was £12 to get a cab to the hospital. For me to get 2 buses was £2.30 each. So that's like £4.60. You know, I'd rather pay double and then get taken to my home instantly. But yeah, we was on the second bus, and the bus driver pulled over halfway along the route because a young girl had a seizure. Thankfully, she was okay. But yeah, thankfully she was okay. So he had to pull over and wait for a replacement bus. So we had to wait for a replacement bus to arrive, and before I can get home. But you know what? Respect to everyone on the bus, because you normally get that one person who is like, like, can't you just take her off the bus so we can keep going, or something along those lines. That something really nasty. No one on the bus said absolutely nothing negative. One guy was like, "Oh, I might get a cab because I'm in a rush." And it made me laugh because I was thinking to myself, "Have fun with that." But yeah, he called up, and then he called up for a cab, and then they was like, "No, we don't have nothing for a while." He's like, "Oh, okay." But this same guy who wanted the cab was going to Belstead Brook, the place where I swim, and he was speaking to the guy, and he was like, "Oh," he was speaking to someone else, and I heard him say Belstead Brook. So I was like, "Are you going to Belstead Brook Hotel?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." I said, "Come with me." I said, "Because I'm getting off the same stop." And then I go to get off the stop, and I'm like, "Belstead Brook Hotel's this stop." And he's like, "Oh no, this man said it's the next stop." I said, "It's not." I said, "I swim there." I said, "It's not the next stop. I swim there." He's like, "Oh, okay." So I don't understand why this man was trying to send him like further away than he needs to be. I think that's just bang out of order. See, when the guy got off when the guy got off, I said to him, "First right, first left, straight in front of you." That's it. The guy was going to send him halfway up the road, so he'd have to walk all the way back down the hill, and then trying to. And the funny thing is, if it was a kid, I'd be like, "Okay, fair enough. You know, kids are trying to prank you and stuff like that." So I keep looking at the viewfinder rather than you guys, man. I do. I'm sorry, I keep doing that. But he was a fully grown adult, you know, he wasn't even a child or anything. Let me know in the comments, what is your guys's number one crust from Domino's? I have to say it's got to be double decadence. I think I had it a long while ago. I was like, but then my niece wanted Domino's double decadence because the kids love it, and I was like, okay, fair enough. So I got two of the kids wanted McDonald's, so I got them their McDonald's. I got my niece her Domino's, and she wanted double decadence. So I was like, okay, get the double decadence. And then I had a few slices because she didn't eat all. Oh, pardon me. She didn't eat a whole pizza. I think my sister had one slice. I think my nieces and nephews also had an extra slice. I'm not 100% though, whether they did. And then Yeah, I had about 3 slices. And I was like, you know what, it's not bad, you know. It ain't too bad. She had salami pizza. It is salami, isn't it? I can't even, I'm not even 100%. I'm pretty sure it's salami pizza. Here's my coleslaw covered pizza. The reason why I'm eating the pizza first is because people have mentioned, or someone mentioned, that I always go for the sides first and then have the pizza last. And I was like, you know what, that's actually true. Let me know in the comments how many of you guys have ever had a double decadence. This is double decadence. It is 2 thin crust pizza bases with cheese in between. But yeah, going back to my story about going home. Yeah, I basically showed the guy where to go and everything, and then I went home. Do you know what time I got home? I left the hospital at 3:10. I didn't get home until 5:45. Over 2.5 hours just to get home from the hospital. Absolutely mental. And you know what was even worse? When I left to get in the cab, it was raining, but it was only lightly raining. And then when I left the dermatology department and came out, it was not raining at all. And it didn't rain until after I got back. So not only did I waste 16, well, let's just call it £16 on travel. It also took me 2 hours to get home. If I'd have gone on my bike, I'd have got a little bit wet, similar to the morning time, and then I would have got home at 3:30 at the very latest. It would have taken me no more than 20 minutes to get home. But yeah, because I had to do all the buses and stuff, it was... And yeah, if the person hadn't have had a seizure on the bus, then I would have been home maybe, what, half an hour earlier. So it's still 2 hours, you know. But yeah, the girl was responsive. She was telling the bus driver to go, to continue the journey, and respect to the bus driver. He was really concerned about her well-being. So absolute respect for that. You know, he was like, is there someone who can meet you at the bus stop? Do you know which bus stop you're getting off at? Would you like me to call your parents, and stuff like that? And it was like, you know what? Shout out to that bus driver, man, because he went above and beyond. You know, he could have been like, oh, she said to go on, so I'm going to continue my journey. You know, he didn't. So, you know, that was really nice of him to make sure she was safe and looked after. Yeah. Oh, that was a nightmare. 2 hours, man. Oh my God. And with me, I have my card. I just don't carry cash. So I was like, oh my God, is there a cash point in hospital? So I had to go run around looking for a cash point. Only to find out that you can use your debit card on buses now. Well, in Ipswich you can anyway. I reckon if I was trying to race to speed eat, yeah, I think if I was trying to speed eat this, I'd probably get it, eat it all. The one thing about eating the sides last is they get cold, and especially if you've got wedges or something, they get horrible and cold. guys, I messed up. You know, the food was already cold, so I was like, let me take a 10-minute break. And start eating again. 10 minutes later, I feel full. I'm going to try and eat these wedges and maybe a couple of the chicken, but the pizza I'll have later. There's not many, there's only like 3 slices of pizza, so it's not too bad. But yeah, especially the wedges, because they're ugh. And if you want to know, if you want to tell when I'm getting full up, is when I start chewing and chewing and chewing the food. So look out for that. It's a little Easter egg, shall we say, in my channel. I have some coleslaw with the chicken. If you have noticed that before, then that's why I start to chew more towards the end of the video. Right, yeah, because I'm full up, I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't eat the whole thing. I should have just carried on going. I should have had a break. I shouldn't have a break. I very much look forward to seeing you guys during the live on Sunday. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.